2002 on a 02 Jaguar XJ8. So that's the 3.2 litre V8. Starting with the bodywork, we'll have a look around there and then we'll move on to the interior and we'll go for a cold engine startup. You will notice as we go around that there is quite a lot of sort of ingrained dirt in the paint, so generally a good cut and polish would make a huge difference. Things like little bird poo marks and stuff. It's obviously been parked, I would imagine, on a leafy street or a leafy driveway at some point. Front driver's wing, nice and tidy coming down the front end. Normally you can get a bit of rust coming through here, but as you can see, that one's all good. Nice and sharp on the arch. We do have a little bit of bubbling starting at the bottom here. The rest of the arch itself is all good. So on the standard XJ8 wheels, loads of tread left in that tyre. Coming down this side, all nice and neat coming up the A-pillar there. No delamination on the windscreen on the corner there. There's a little bit at the top, but only a very minor amount. Up onto the roof itself is all nice and straight, but we do have, like I say, some ingrained dirt. We've just given it a quick clean with a proper sort of clay bar, decontamination, cut and polish, all that sort of stuff. Proper detail would make a huge difference on this one. Nice and clear on all the glass on the driver's side. All good around the wing mirror. A little bit of bubbling starting at the bottom of the driver's door there, and another bit just here. Rest of the door all nice and straight. Rear door all good until we get to the bottom corner here. There's a little bubble just starting there, and you'll notice there's a little bit just starting on the sill. The rest of the arch is nice and sharp. We do have a little bubble under the paint just there. Bit of a bird poo mark ingrained there, that sort of stuff. Coming back down this side, all nice on the rear quarter. Rear bumper sits level and straight. Both rear tail lights are bright and clear. They're not cracked or anything like that. Up onto the boot lid, and again, that usual ingrained dirt that we've mentioned. No delamination on the screen on the rear. We do have a little bubble and a paint flake in the usual spot on the seam here. Exactly where you'd expect it to be on this era Jag. All nice and neat on that rear quarter. We do have one small scratch just there. Arch itself, nice and sharp. We do have a little bit of bubbling starting just there. Another good wheel and tyre. Few sort of heavier marks on this door here in a couple of spots, and a bit more rust starting at the bottom on that rear quarter. There's another scratch on the passenger door on this side, another mark here. That one is actually sitting on top of the paint. It's almost like a bit of engraved bird poo or something like that. It looks like it would come off. Still on this side, relatively straight. We do have a little bit of scabbing starting on the bottom of the quarter and the door there. Rest of that wing all nice and tidy, with the exception we've got a bit of a dent just there. Windscreen on this side again, there's no delamination on this side. It's just that little bit that we mentioned up on the top. And then the bonnet, the same as the boot, quite ingrained with dirt, but generally nice and straight. There's no ripples or dents in it. All your headlights on the front are intact, as are the indicators and the fog lights. Stone chip wise, generally pretty good. We've got one or two very minor ones, but generally pretty good for the age of the mileage. Certainly be a satisfying clean, that one, that's for sure. Moving on to the interior. Nice and tidy on that door card. Not really much in the way of wear on the handles. Seat, we've got a little bit of wear on the bolster there. Other than that, the rest is all nice and tidy. Steering wheels fared generally pretty well. We've got a little bit of wear at the 10 and 2 positions on the leather, but all the wood is good. 176,041 miles on this one. Top of the dash and everything, that's all nice and neat. Center console's good as well. Now, amazingly, for a Jag of this era, it doesn't seem to have any headlining sag at all, which is unheard of. So there you go. All nice and clean on the door card on this side. Door shuts are good. Little bubble in the paint just there. Nice and neat on the rear bench. Backs of the seats are good. These are not pulled out. There's no funny smells or sign of any damp or moisture or anything in there. Into the boot. Again, it could do with a good clean, but all complete and tidy. All the trim bits are where they should be. Still got the 6-stack CD player with the cassette in there. Under there we've got a full-size spare. Nice condition as well. No sign of any trapped moisture or anything in there. Rear passenger side, nice and neat on the door card again. Not a lot to really whinge about on that rear bench. No sort of sun fading or anything. The parcel shelf, like I say, the headlighting's lovely. Backs of the seats are all very good. Carpets are lovely and dark. They're not sort of faded or any ingrained dirt on those. And then passenger door, same story, nice and neat. Passenger seat, generally very, very good. Tiny little bit of wear on the bottom of the bolster there, but other than that, all very good. All the seats are lovely and firm. They've not sort of sagged or gone soft or anything like that. Standard Jaguar CD player still in there as well. All the wood looks to be in nice condition. It's normally sort of flaking and horrible by now. And then under here, 3.2 litre V8 engine. This one was driven to us as well. It's been here a few days, starts on the button every time, which I will show you now. All nice and standard in there. Battery doesn't seem to drop either, which is always good. Eyes up on the button, no nasty rattles, no knocks. Nice and smooth at the front. And nothing nasty coming out the back. So there you have it. 2002 on an 02 Jaguar XJ8 3.2 V8. Thank you.